The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And this carries into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our... First drive will begin at the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Gurley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is MLOA. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Tua.
Good work on the scamper by MLOA. It's a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On first down, it's Gurley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a play fake. Here's MLOA. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Open man has got it. It's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Gurley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Buying time, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. And how about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and the rumbling, you can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson flushed out right. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time, and I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez Scantling. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down for the touchdown in it, Otto. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Jackson will keep it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Lamar Jackson, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Rams
Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down the, he's got a man, complete, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Taken in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Mostert. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 7-7, our score after 1. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They go play action now. Jackson. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. This is Mostert. He's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 18. He got 29 yards that time. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure, gets him hit, and he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Here's Tua. And they set up the screen. That's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Play action. Now Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And to the 30-yard line third stops. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Tua sets up to pass it. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On the counter, Gurley. Oh, he shifts past him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson now. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And Foster loses the football, it's out. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your prep.
In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for the Rams touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Two and now on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. This one complete to Jordan Reed. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Tua, a final shot before half. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, this is incomplete. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken in the end zone. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. From the 31, Jackson got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. There aren't any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover their charge.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. MLOA working out of the gun. Forced out to his left. Looking long for his tight end read. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And Xavier runs with a pick. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Well, when he feels the pressure, naturally he likes going to his left, as most left-handed quarterbacks do. But this time he tries to let this go on the run, and it's going to wind up getting intercepted.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Mostert. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. 2nd half with...
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Tonyan, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Tua now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 37. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Open man, here's Foster. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. That's caught by Hollister. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Jackson's going to try the sneak. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
They'll run with Mostert. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Raheem Mostert hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before? This worked well that I can go to right now.
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Here comes Carter. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. Here's Matt Bosher now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery, but on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. The Charger drive about to get going. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their route.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it.
I feel like we're going to see more and more of this continue to flow into the NFL game, and that is the quarterback run game. Not successful here going for 2, but it's not something that people shy away from totally anymore either.
In particular, do you think more so around the goal line?
I think so. Anytime it's short yardage, anytime you can go ahead and keep the ball in the hands of the quarterback who's athletic, you go ahead and do that rather than risk a handoff or a pitch.
They just couldn't get it done there, though. 2-point try fails. Start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Mostert. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for L.A., they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.